It's never dull here, is it? Just I would love just a consistent, nice, comfortable season for us, but it's not going to be like that. So let's just get used to it, and hopefully we're at the top end this year. I can't believe it's been 2 years past, and it's flew in for me, to be honest, even though there's been some highs and lows during that time. It was Graham Alexander at the time came to meet me actually near mine, an ex-right back as well. It helped. It made a big difference for me for wanting to come. Ibrox last year sort of reminds you there's plenty of good times as well. We had started to look over our shoulders maybe a wee bit, and we had to go there, and they were in great form and looking like they were going to go and win the league, and it's a big result for us, and I think it proved to be quite a big result in the top end of the league as well. It was Georgie wasn't well, so I was meant to be playing all week, prepared to play right centre half, and in the morning the manager phoned me and said, look, can you play left wing back? Look, as long as I'm playing, I'm not too bothered, and you think it's going to be a tough afternoon out of position or whatever else, and it ended up really good ones. I love how much of the town supports Motherwell, and I'm from Clydebank, so we kind of lost it that way when they went out of business and stuff. So it's just good to be back in amongst a town that is like that, and it's just a happy place to be. Most of the time, obviously, as I said, there's dark times, but most of the time it's just a well-run club and real good people about it. Actually, I've been vice about 3 or 4 maybe, I think, to actually get it on my own is a new thing, and just something I'm really proud to be able to do. There's loads of the responsibilities that maybe no one would want. Tickets, dealing with who does what where, and just if young boys have any issues, you're the sort of first person to go to before maybe it heads up towards the manager. But no, just a load of not very glamorous things, I would say. The manager just said that he'd intended to give me it, and would I be happy to do so, and obviously I was delighted. Still talk to Kells, I still talk to a few of my ex-captains. They just kind of carry on how they were before they were the captain, and that's how they were picked to be the captain, so no big changes expected. I've always sort of thought that you play the way you train, and every day I want to be the best player. That's just always the way I've been. I think it stood me in good stead, and I think that's the sort of thing he feels could rub off on the younger players. So the manager has a power group. It's just sort of 5 or 6 boys that he might lean on in times when he's thinking of doing something or thinking of making a change in what we think about it, and I think that's wise to do. And nowadays it's good to learn how people are thinking, and he's got people that he can trust, and I think it's just a really wise move. It's just the people that have sort of probably more experienced ones, and then the odd one that might be breaking through to give a good balance, whereas I'm a bit older, so might not relate to all the younger boys as well as other people can, so he pulls that in, and that way that if anyone pulls out a line in the group, then there's somebody there to drag them back in. It only really works if you've got a good dressing room, so part of that is to keep it a good dressing room, so I think it will be strong and it will work, that no one can come in and be big time or whatever you want to call it, and drag a team down when you've got that group. I might not see everything or hear everything, so when you've got that group it definitely helps. And with Soz, you've got so much experience, and he's more organised than me, I just say, so it's good to have him. He'll always keep me on my toes and asks a load of questions, as I've said before, but look, that's good, that's what we want, and if I miss anything, he certainly won't. He can be the bridge, especially I've been injured recently, so he's been important on the pitch, and he's the one with as many games as me, so he's got that experience, and so to have a vice captain like that, it's perfect. Did a lot of running because I was going to Germany to see John, so I knew that I had to do a lot of running and get myself in real good shape. And then sort of first training in Netherlands, managed to be on the end of a bad tackle, say, and but these things happen, and it wasn't meant. And it was Liam Gordon that managed to give me my injury, and we were sharing a room in Holland, so I come in with my crutches on, and he's feeling really guilty, and obviously new at the club. To be fair to him, I could tell he was feeling guilty, and he definitely didn't mean it, and he looked after me for the week, so always forgiven. I would say it's over sort of the spells we had over the last few years, just that on a more consistent basis. I think the fans really enjoyed it when we were on form last year. We were pretty attacking and entertaining, whereas maybe with the way we've started, we've been a bit slow up the third end. So yeah, once that's up and running, I hopefully that with a bit more consistency.